We see them fight out on track, celebrate on the podium. One of them gets crowned as the world champion, and then they lift the trophy in celebration. Oh wait, we don't actually get to see them lift that World Championship trophy at a race on TV. Now, I'm a Man United fan, so I'm used to not seeing trophies being lifted. But when I think about it in F1, up until a few years ago, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'd actually seen the Drivers' Championship trophy or the Constructors' trophy. And this is a safe space for all motorsport fans. So it is okay to admit it too, because up until a few years ago, F1 literally didn't believe in social media. And even then, that was where a lot of people consumed F1 content. But what's the story behind these trophies? Where did it come from? Why do we rarely see it? And we go over a rumour surrounding Michael Schumacher and the original trophy. Now, going back to when racing first started, we're used to seeing trophies and laurels similar to the one that Max Verstappen won at the Silverstone Grand Prix sprint race thing. But like I said, the championship trophies are very rarely seen, unlike in other sports where they are a constant image and presented immediately after the competition has ended or the championship has been decided. In Formula 1, instead of this, the champion gets to lift the trophy many weeks later at an event called the FIA Award Gala. This is a black tie event far removed from any race circuit and fans. In fact, it usually happens at some fancy hotel, which is a bit strange for me. Surely you would want as many fans to see this lifted in the thick of the emotion of a race weekend. But this is the way.
This is the way.
And there is some logic to this sequence of events. There is always the possibility that an F1 team, naming no names, could appeal a race outcome or an FIA decision. That championship winning car and driver could be disqualified after a race by the FIA, and this has very nearly been the case. For example, in Lewis Hamilton's 2007 rookie season, where McLaren took the bold decision to appeal the FIA's decision not to punish Sauber and Williams for fuel irregularities, after the Williams of Nico Rosberg finished in 4th place and the Saubers finished in 5th and 6th. Their punishment could have seen Lewis secure 5 points instead of 2, which would have seen him secure the world title instead of Kimi Raikkonen. Let me know in the comment section other examples when it went to the wire and a team appealed the decision which could have impacted on the title. We know why we don't see it at the end of the year at a race, but where did these trophies come from and what's the history behind them? So the FIA Formula 1 World Drivers' Championship Trophy hasn't always been around. The Drivers' Trophy was commissioned in 1995, designed and made by Richard Fox of Fox Silver Limited, a gold and silversmithing company based in Croydon, South London, so not too far from me. So the trophy is a retrospective and features the signatures of the winning drivers since the start of the championship in 1950, beginning with Farina. The list of the world champions' names and signatures flow in a spiral with every revolution, including a decade of winners. The trophy is made of sterling silver, 24 karat hard gold, vitreous enamel, sodalite, cold enamel, and takes approximately 12 weeks to produce. And then moving on to the Constructors' Trophy, it's a very similar story. This has been made retrospectively, so it wasn't around from the start of F1, but was commissioned in 1995. And the main difference is that it includes the marks of the winning constructors since the start of the championship in 1958. Badges of the world champions constructors are positioned with each layer including a decade of winners, and it's made of very similar material. And each year this is awarded to the driver and the constructor that wins the championship, and whether the driver gets to keep the trophy for the entire year is at the discretion of the team, although Nico Rosberg did admit that he actually lost his trophy when it went missing in the post as he was sending it to Goodwood Festival of Speed. And then there's the Michael Schumacher rumour. So let's throw it back to when Michael Schumacher was at Mercedes. Michael did an interview with Bild newspaper where he actually revealed that I have an original World Championship trophy. He went on to explain that he managed to negotiate holding on to it and said, at the end of the day, the champion always gets the original trophy but has to return it to the FIA. We can have a copy made, he explained. At some point I got to a promise from Bernie Ecclestone during a week hour that I'd be allowed to keep the original. When the time came, he was very reluctant, but I was persistent and he finally got him out. So these were the words of Michael Schumacher himself. This has been translated from German to English, so the wording might be a bit off, but he definitely is saying that he's got an original trophy. And then there is the potential that every other world champion since Michael won his last title, has not been in the possession of that same original trophy. I have a feeling that there are a few different trophies potentially based on what has been said, but that is some special work from Michael to get hold of the original or one of the originals. I doubt that kind of thing would happen nowadays. To wrap this one up, there is no official confirmation from the FIA or F1 that this story is 100% true, and it's even less likely that this is going to happen now, given that Michael hasn't been seen or heard from in public for many years. As always, let me know what you think about this video in the comment section below. Did you know about the story of these trophies previously? Do you think that Michael has that original trophy, or at least one of the originals? Let me know what you think. I really do want to hear it. But that just about finishes off my video about the championship trophies. Until next time everyone, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe and hit that notification bell to ensure that you get all my latest videos.